I got some shit.
I mean, mine's not like.
Get your thing on.
To be the man, you gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, woo! You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun. And I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Woo! Styling and profiling. Woo! Showtime.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to episode 34, The Be in the Hustle. Tonight, our special guest is Dixon Pickens. You from Missouri, right?
Yep.
All right. So Dixon Pickens is our special guest tonight. And also, we have our special guest for the sit-in on the Glass City Pickers is Bearded Thrift Machine. And we welcome you all to the show tonight. So, panel, go ahead and introduce yourself so we can get this show on the road.
Mess Hall Diggs, still part-time reseller, full-time chef, retired military, internet superstar, YouTube sensation, Instagram. No. Mess Hall Diggs, man. What's up, everybody?
All right.
I'm Julian, full-time reseller. Been reselling for full-time for 2 years now.
All right. For everyone who don't know me, I am Buffalo Picker, also part-time reseller, full-time federal employee, and retired military. So tonight, our special guest is Dixon Pickens. If you're not following him, make sure you check him out on YouTube. He have his own channel. He also have a live, is it Tuesday nights?
Tuesday nights, yep.
All right. So make sure y'all go out and check out his channel. Go ahead, brother, and introduce yourself and tell people a little bit about how you got into reselling and whatever else you want us to know about you.
Okay. So what's going on, everybody? My name is Marcus. I'm a full-time reseller. As of Wednesday was my last day at my job. So now I'm full time with it. I've been reselling for about 9 months now. I got into it last summer, like right at the end of the summertime when the coronavirus came and shut everybody's jobs down. I got on Google and I Googled how to make money from home. And of course, YouTube videos popped up first because Google owns YouTube. So reselling sneakers came up. So I tried reselling sneakers and I had like a little bit of capital saved up and I lost a lot, like $1,500 when I first got into it just because I didn't really know what I was doing. So I started dabbling with thrifting and less overhead, lots more return on my investment. And I just took off and ran with it, man. And started a YouTube channel to pretty much document my journey as well as teach new resellers like myself through my mistakes and trial and error ways to not do what I did that messed up on and then what I did that was successful so that maybe in hopes they can learn and shorten the learning curve. And I met a lot of really cool people and experienced people along the way. And that's one of the reasons why I do the lives, because mostly everybody I interview is way more seasoned than I am, and they can give me knowledge as well as everyone else that's watching too. So that's just pretty much my story in a nutshell. You know what I mean? And here we
All
are
right.
9 months later, full time.
All right. Let me give a shout out to the chat, and then we'll get into a couple of questions that we may have for you.
Okay.
Also, everyone in the chat, if you have any questions for our special guest, make sure you drop it in the chat, and we'll make sure we get you a answer to that. I want to give a shout out to Cajun Roots Reseller. Appreciate you coming out, brother. Thanks for what you do for the channel. Lucky Charm Wendy, appreciate you coming out. And Cajun, thank you for being the first in the chat as well. Log Off 1212, appreciate you coming out on a continuous basis. Who we got? Red's Outpost, Sharon, appreciate you coming out and what you do for the community. Jennifer Hayes, as usual, thank you for what you do for my channel and all your support. Char F, thank you for the continued support. All in one package. Everybody know that's Miss Buffalo. Appreciate what you do for the channel. Save here first. Ella, appreciate what you do for the channel as well. Your continued support. The Nurse Flipper, appreciate you coming out. Thank you, Kat. And if everybody, if you don't know, Bearded Thrift Machine also hosts a live with the Nurse Flipper on Tuesdays. So make sure y'all go out and support that channel as well. See who else we got in here. Did I miss anybody, y'all? Picking in the hood in here. Oh, okay.
Mm-mm.
What's going on? I don't see him, but okay. Cheryl, appreciate you coming out. Let me know if you received those packages as well, Cheryl. I wasn't able to check the tracking on those. And speaking of packages, I'll let you all know that we are not going to do giveaways on a weekly basis anymore. We're going to pick special occasions to do those giveaways. Be that it may, we definitely we are going to do giveaways, but we're just going to pick special occasions to get those out moving forward. It's going to be a few changes also for the show moving into the new year. So I kind of, as close as we get to the new year, I'll let you all know what those changes are. But one of the changes is that we definitely going to get away from doing the giveaway on a weekly basis. But we will, when we do give a giveaway, it's going to be no different than the items that we have been giving away in the past. It's going to be, most of the items are going to be new in the package. If you are an Amazon seller or eBay seller, you can sell them on both platforms. Want to give a shout out to the ATL Flipper. Make sure y'all go and check out his channel as well. Like and subscribe. Now he's doing his YouTube channel and reselling with his wife as a team. So y'all go out and support him as well. We are right here in Atlanta. I should be seeing him more often, but I guess because we are going down two different roads, we don't cross each other as much. But definitely get out and support, and appreciate Hollywood Reseller for coming through. Everybody that checked out the show last week, Hollywood Reseller came in. He was bringing it. Very transparent on what he does in the resale world. And we like to have people on this channel that is transparent and like to share and not withheld information. Sullivan Pearl Thrifter, appreciate you coming out.
Who's that?
So yeah, let's get into the guests.
that's
Once
my girl.
again, if you got any questions for the guest, make sure you drop those questions.
Nurse Flipper, what up?
So Philly Flipper, appreciate you coming out, brother. Miss Hall, you got any questions for the guests?
Yeah, so congratulations on going full time, man, in 9 months. That's awesome. Like that really is. I've been part time for 2 years, but I could probably be full time if I wanted to. But I love cooking and teaching, so it's hard to give it up when you love what you're doing.
Yeah,
so that's why I continue to do that. Yeah. I want to say, man, I was in your neck of the woods. I know I sent you that thing on Instagram. I was watching your little thrifting trail, and how do you pronounce it? Cape Girardeau?
Cape Girardeau.
Cape Girardeau.
Yeah, it's weird.
So I spent a weekend there because my daughter had a volleyball tournament. You know, they got that big sportsplex down there where they do all the sporting events of basketball and volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
So I spent the weekend there, and I was hitting all those thrift stores you keep posting about while I was there.
Did
so
you get anything good?
Cool. Yeah, that's why I told you I found those Kobe's at that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like I've only found Kobe's like twice in a thrift, and that was one of them.
Yeah, man. I actually found a pair of Kobe's at that thrift too. They sold like the same day.
Really? Yeah. It's a good thrift spot. They're really cheap in there, man. Like prices were really good.
Yeah, man.
So my question is like, what made you? First of all, I'll start with this. So you said you were at home and said how to make money from home. That's what you typed in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be the title of my next YouTube video. How to make money.
There you go.
No, so what made you feel the confidence to go ahead and execute going full time? What was it?
Well, man, so like it's weird because you brought up that Sportsplex place, right? So I was working for the city of Cape Girardeau, and the Sportsplex is one of many of the parks and recreations facilities that are in the city. And I was working at another one. It's pretty much the same thing, but on a smaller scale, called the Shawnee Park Complex. And they cut my hours down to 1 day a week. And it's not necessarily for like anything that I had done. It's just for nobody wants to work during this time. You know what I mean? The government's giving out all this money. Nobody wants to work. So with me working 1 4-hour shift 1 day a week for every 2 weeks, I was only getting an $80 paycheck. And I was like, I've been surviving off reselling like this whole time that I've been getting this $80 week check, you know what I mean? So I was like, you know what, I really don't see $80 being a reason for me to stay at a job. Let me just go ahead and do this full time and go ahead and put that 4 hours extra a day and just go all into some actual like legit reselling and like grind for it. And that's that.
Awesome. And I noticed you share a love of shoes with me. I love shoes. It's my favorite thing. So what got you into just doing shoes?
Well, that's one of the reasons why I paid attention to shoes, because I looked on Google and then YouTube popped up with all types of reselling videos. And I had actually seen Harry Tornado's videos and Rally Roots videos, and I wasn't into it. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't care about vintage clothes. I don't care about none of that stuff. Like, I'm not trying to go pick through some bands or none of that stuff, but sneakers, I was like, I love Jordans, I love retros, I love sneakers. I was like, let me try and do that, because they say do what you love, so it doesn't feel like work. But when I got into it, I didn't know half of what I needed to know. I just knew that I like sneakers, but that doesn't give you, I didn't know nothing about sell-through rate. I didn't know about which sneakers were hype at the time, that you know what I mean? And I just had to learn as I went along. So that's just what I got started with, because it was what I was attracted to.
Yeah, that's the biggest advice I give to everybody is get involved in what you love first, because at least you have a head start. You know what I'm saying? A little bit about the niche, if you've been doing it or paying attention to it, or it started as a hobby, that kind of gives you the leg up on everybody else if you already know kind of a little bit about it. So that's why I always tell everybody, start with something that you know. You got any questions, Beard Thrift?
I think they already covered the what type of items you like to sell? Definitely shoes, I'm guessing.
I sell,
Shoes.
yeah, I sell a lot of shoes. I sell a lot of clothing. I'll sell anything just because right now I'm trying to figure out what's going to be the most sourceable items in my area, which really sneakers are really easy to get. And then next to that, it's pretty random. You know what I mean? Like I can get sneakers every day for $3 a pair at my local thrift, but everything else is pretty priced up. So the yard sale season is going to pretty much kill my hard goods sourcing. But then I guess I'll just hit the highway, go back to St. Louis for the Goodwill bins.
I'm sorry, man.
St. Louis ain't that far from you, right?
It's like an hour and 45 minutes.
My production manager is over here in my ear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I pretty much that's how I kind of stole some of my thunder. And that's
why I'm here.
I hear you, Mess Hall, Big Sarge. Yeah, so you know, with you making the decision and based off of the story you just told, I'm pretty sure it wasn't hard for you to do that. But anytime you're making a change in your lifestyle, is some type of anxiety come with that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because most people don't adapt to change as much. But based off of the story that you mentioned, I'm sure with them putting you down to working one day out of the week it was an easy decision for you to move forward.
Right.
But what type of thoughts went through your head when you just said, you know, this is it, I'm gonna make the decision to step out on faith, like all the one package mentioned that, you know, she said congratulations for you stepping out on faith. And I'm pretty sure that was a part of the decision as well, is that, guiding you by faith in your decision to just make a move. What kind of thoughts went through your head? Like, say, the week before you made the decision, the day before you made the decision?
I knew well before. I knew in about like July. Right. So I went on vacation and I took 3 weeks off from work. And while I was on vacation, I was down in Houston. And I met up with Flip the World. He's got a YouTube channel too.
Right.
But my gas tank got popped while I was down there. So I had to rent a car. That was $300. I had to pay weekend hotel rooms in Houston. That's $300 for a hotel room 2 nights in a row. You know what I mean? And then the repairs, the gas tank, all that stuff, all this extra cash that I forked out, you know what I mean, to get my car repaired so I can get back home in a timely manner. And I had the cash, you know, and it was all from reselling. It wasn't from my job. And then after I got back, I was gone out of town for 2 weeks. I came back on the 3rd week and I checked my schedule. I was still off another 2 weeks that I didn't even ask for. So I'm off 5 weeks from work, no paycheck. And I was straight, you know, even after that big hit, having to get my car fixed and pay all that extra money out, I did not take a hit, you know what I mean? And I was like, well, man, I've been off 5 weeks, paid for some unseen, you know, things and circumstances came and I thrifted the whole trip. You know what I mean? I was like, I could probably go ahead and call it quits sooner because I was going to wait until December. But with that 5 week enlightenment, I was like, you know what, man, I'll probably go ahead and do that before the summer's up with. And I kind of procrastinated with it a little bit. And then once they put me down to a day a week, it was like a month and a half. I was on a day a week. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to just go ahead and call it quits.
So a lot of people around us, they don't really understand the resale game as much as the person that is inside the game.
Right.
Did you get any pushback from like loved ones when you decided that, hey, this is what I'm going to do? Did anybody try to say, you know, don't do it? You know, the bridge is out. You know, if you get down the road, you know, you're going to crash and burn. Did anybody try to come with like negativity or just cause they love you to keep you from trying to do it?
No, because like, so I got my mom. She's gonna stand behind me no matter what it is, and she sees she knows me personally. She knows the drive I have. You know what I mean? She knows when I'm dead set on something or when I got my mind set on, I'm gonna do it. So she was all behind me 100%. my twin brother, when I told him, he was like, I thought you'd been full-time already. You know what I'm saying? But surprisingly enough, the only person that said something about it was my girlfriend. You know what I mean? And she resells part-time too, but she also has a job. She works 3 days a week at Cracker Barrel, making pretty good money.
Right.
But and it wasn't because I couldn't handle it or nothing. She's just like, I just think you'll get bored. You know what I mean? And I was like, babe, I do enough. Like from sourcing to listing, from doing YouTube, and then I hit the gym 2.5 hours every day. I said, babe, I do enough. I don't have enough time in the day as it is. So
Right.
me quitting the job I'm definitely not gonna have time to get bored. I'm still gonna be just as busy. I'm gonna be more busy on reselling than anything, you know.
Right.
So she was like, yeah, as long as you, you know, I'm grown, you know, she's not gonna tell me I can't do nothing, but she just voiced her opinion about it.
Right. So what kind of startup costs you had? I mean, making like the amount of money that you was making, did you just start like trying to find free stuff, or did you start like?
No, see, I didn't do the free route like I
Right.
probably should have.
Right.
I had like $5,000 capital saved up when I jumped off in the sneaker reselling. Like I
Right.
said, I lost about 1,500 because I blew like all $5,000 on shoes that were already at market price. I couldn't buy them and then resell them for profit.
Yeah, exactly.
So I took a loss on almost every pair, and I ended up with I recouped about 3,500, and then I just was smart for my purchases from that point on what I was going to buy to source, and that's when I found out about the sell through rate and things like that, and I just started looking things up and just turned a little bit into something.
Who were some of the resellers that you kind of in tune to on your journey to learn how to resell and
So some of the big ones that I started out learning from was, of course, Harry Tornado.
Right.
I started watching Rally Roots. I learned stuff from them, but I didn't learn much as because their channel is not really about like teaching people as much as it used to be, honestly. And then I would watch Kat the Nurse Flipper on her What Sold videos, because she's always got a What Sold video. So I'm watching her to see what she's selling, which led me to find Julian. So I watch his What Sold quite a bit.
Right.
But Hustling Hooks is where I learned the sell-through rate from. And those are pretty much the main ones that I was watching. Oh, and what's that guy's name? Flipping Junk, Wick. I would watch his videos and go through the thrift stores and just watch what he picked up. Just to get an idea of what people were grabbing and what the reasoning was.
Yeah, I always ask that question, especially with somebody that I won't say new, but kind of new to the resale game, is who you watched and what bits and pieces that you was able to take away from them to put a part of your blueprint to make you successful at what you got going on. And I definitely give you big ups, man, for making the decision to jump out there and go full time. Also, Julian is full time reseller as well. Not similar stories, but at the same time, y'all came to the same crossroad and made the decision to go full time. And I'm preparing myself to do that as well. I wish I could start now, but being held back because I don't want to leave money on the table with the federal government and not get some sort of retirement money from them. But when I do, though, I'm gonna be out there with y'all, man. I can imagine how you all feel to wake up every morning and answer to yourself, and basically, like I tell anybody, when you decide to go full time in this resale business, you really just gambling on yourself, and what better, feeling to have than know that I answer to me and, I keep myself accountable. So that's great, man. When I first heard your story, I was definitely, saying that I need to get him on the show. So you can tell your story to other people outside of the folks that don't normally come to your live. But yeah, man, definitely you keep winning, man. I'm watching you, and I appreciate what you do, what you're trying to do in the community. I see the transparency when I come to your live. Sometimes I come to your live and I just turn your channel on, and I be working in the warehouse. I don't just come in and say hello or whatever, but I'm always constantly watching, man, just to see your growth.
It, man.
and I appreciate what you do. If
We got
there's
some
no,
questions. We
go
got some
ahead,
questions in the chat, Tommy.
go ahead.
So Hot Flip Heidi wants to know, I know you probably like me like to clean profits into your shoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's your process? What time of day do you take to clean up the shoes before you post them for sale?
So I don't believe in a death pile. I'm one of those dudes. As soon as I get it, as soon as I get home, I'm cleaning it and listing it. Now it just depends on how many pairs of sneakers I have. I'm probably gonna try to get to the cleaner ones first, but at the end of the day, if I need to get it listed, it's gonna get listed because I just don't believe in just not listing some stuff I just bought because now my money's tied up. If I'm not listing it, it's not flipping. You know.
Right.
All right. And Ed, the reselling writer, how you doing tonight? Wants to know, how are the electronics in your area?
So the thrifts are dead. There's never really anything but like coffee pots and like blenders. And not good blenders either, like the little raggedy ones, man. So like it's like horrible everything, man. So what I do normally is I find my hard goods from uh yard sales. Like today, I got a box of Black and Decker tools, 2 batteries and a charger for $1. You know what I'm saying? It's like $70, $80 worth of merchandise easily right there. And it all tested out, it all worked. Then I got 2 VCR DVD players, oddly enough, from a guy that works where I just stopped working at. So, you know, I try to tell as many people what I do, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people, they don't want to deal with messing around with listing stuff, or they don't know how to look something up, or they just don't have the time to do it. So I get a lot of people that, you know, live in the neighborhood that try to like, you know, bless me kind of sort of, but I'll bless them at the same time. So that's where I
Yeah,
get
I
my love
remember.
from.
I remember you said one time I was watching. I think you were on with Resale Royalty and them, and you
Mhm.
said you can give someone the recipe and you can give them the ingredients, but they got to
Yeah.
mix it together. And sometimes
Yep.
they don't even bother to mix it together.
Yeah.
Hollywood Reseller wants to know, what type of items do you avoid totally?
Uh, Antique, like furniture, like stuff like that, or glassware. Like I'm kind of starting to dabble in it because I just don't know enough about it, man. Like Cat, like she'll sell some ridiculously like breakable stuff all the time, and I'm like, man, I wouldn't even think of looking at that. You know what I mean? So I looked at like yesterday, man. I spent about an hour in the thrift store looking up China sets. And I was really mind blown at how much that stuff was going for. But at the same time, like I couldn't find a whole set that didn't have a chip in a plate, or you know what I mean? Like I'd rub around the rims of the cups and it would be chipped or cracked or something. So like although there was like sets that I could have made hundreds of dollars off of, none of them was worth buying, but it still opened my eyes to what I'm missing out on just by even looking at it. Then I seen like an oil lamp, one of those glass antique oil lamps.
Yeah.
It was like $15. I could have sold it for $200, but it was missing something. I can't remember because I don't know what the actual part was. But the lady that was selling it was like, "Yeah, the only thing wrong is it's missing." And I was like, "Oh, never mind." So
Yeah, Cat has me looking for them damn Kachina dolls still. I can't find
That's
a
right.
Kachina doll anywhere,
yeah.
man.
Me neither.
But all right, that's it for the chat.
Hey, let me catch up with the chat. There's a few more people jumped in here. We'll give a shout out to Get Money Quickly, Hot Flips Heidi, the Middleman Picker, Derek, Fundamental Side Hustle, LK Graphics, Ed the Reseller Rider, Nice to Seller, and Miss Pafford. Appreciate you all coming out supporting the show. So we're gonna get into what we accomplished this week as resellers. Mess Hall, you can start it off and we can work around.
So I accomplished a couple things. I've been doing still doing a lot of sourcing, man. I have a lot of capital that I'm trying to get rid of. I'm a big believer in reinvesting all my profits because I'm still in a position where I can do that. So pretty much every dollar that I make, I reinvest it and buy something else. You know, you've heard the term, I can't drop the bag. If I find something that I know is valuable, I got to pick it up. So I just been spending a lot of money. I hit on a couple sneakers, apps drops. I got the new Dunks today. I bought a bunch of those Vans horror shoe releases that they came out with before they sold out. I've just been spending a lot of money just trying to get a lot of inventory. Doing a heavy push Tomorrow I'm going to SneakerCon in Atlanta. Try to sell some shoes that I got that are very valuable. I know 2J's Kicks is going to be down there, and he buys anything you send his way. I went a couple years ago, and he was just buying everything. He didn't care. So I'm gonna try to find his booth and sell all my really high dollar inventory shoes that I have, and then we'll go from there, man. That's my plan.
Yeah, this Friday, I probably listed close to 100 items, maybe 110, something around that. I've been working through my little Department 56, got my Scentsy stuff listed, and I'm kind of doing the same thing. Like right now, it's yard sale season, so as much as I can buy is I'm gonna cram into that garage, because when it comes like end of October, I'm not gonna leave the house. I'm gonna sit here and just list constantly for fourth quarter and just kind of pick up some quality stuff. And that's really about it. I've really just been listing everything I picked up last week.
Right. 110 is good, man. That's really good.
Yeah, it's been. Yeah, I think it's close to 100, I would say.
And my birthday's coming up in December, and I love
happy birthday.
I love Scentsy stuff.
Oh, dude, yeah, I got a whole bunch.
That's I love Scentsy. Scentsy burns all day in my office, brother. I love it.
I got my little look. I got this one here.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. There you go.
Yeah, I think it's nice.
Yeah. Go ahead, Moxie. Sorry.
So really, man, my thing that I'm trying to focus on right now is how to get more inventory. Because since I do live in a small place, like everything I went out today and I got like 25 items and they're pretty much all listed. So I run into this all the time to where like I don't have much to list throughout the week. So I need to find a way to scale because I'm trying to grow, I guess, faster than what my city's trying to allow me to. So I'm trying to make connections and try to sell personal stuff that I got so I could just keep the money coming in, because, you know, I can't let me not being able to find stuff be a reason for me to not sell stuff. So right now I'm just trying to think outside the box and try to grow and but do it smart to where I don't, you know, mess anything up.
Right.
So, because like I said, I still got a lot to learn.
Right. The middleman picker put a statement in the chat. My bolo for the group tonight is check those major stores' website because they have a lot of fall clearances going on right now. I got one bolo going to do towards the end of the show of an item that's at Walmart. I don't know. I put out a bolo last week. Hopefully you all jumped on it and got some of those Barbies. I think they are sold out now. Yeah, for me, so basically same old rhythm for me is working, trying to get the warehouse situated and make shipments to Amazon. Got out 2 shipments this week, FBA, and I did a partial layout on my Barbies last night, so I'm going to finish that up tomorrow. I may do a video. I'm not sure 100% yet. Supposed to do a Barbie exclusive on Cajun Root channel. Probably going to be on Tuesday. So if you want to find out how you can make money with Barbies, I'm going to give away a whole lot of tips on that. Right now, I probably have over 300 Barbies at the warehouse that I got to process. So that's where I'll be engaged with mostly tomorrow and part of Sunday, getting those things listed. So let's go ahead and segue into the talking point for tonight. And the talking point is Q4 is here, and we're just trying to, check the temperature. Are you excited? Or are you built with anxiety, or you got like a whole lot of uncertainty going on right now? Are you depressed? Just trying to get, a feel of, your emotions right now going into the Q4. And Dixon, this is your first Q4, right?
No, I started last year right at the beginning of Q4, but
okay, cool.
This will be my real first Q4.
Okay, good. So we want to just kind of put that out there and go around the panel, get your input on, how you feeling right now. towards Q4 and the things that you are putting in place to get through this Q4? Are you embracing it, or are you just like built with a lot of anxiety, or are you just uncertain about this particular Q4? In the panel, I'm sorry, the chat, you can get involved with this conversation as well. You put your information in the chat, we'll definitely read it out. That's how you can take it and we can work around.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing mentally, I think Marcus already hit on it, was you got to make sure, even if you have a disastrous Q4, it doesn't really, you don't really feel the hit. You know what I'm saying? That's the key for me. If I don't sell what I think I'm gonna sell, it's not gonna destroy my business. That's the key, I think, going into Q4. Did I spend a lot of money? Yes. I dropped a lot of money on new shoes, new inventory, brand new stuff. Just hoping that, grandma's buying it for Christmas for somebody or whatever. But if it never sells, like let's say not one pair sells all of Q4, I'm not worried about it. I have other means, I have other ways to get rid of stuff. So you got to have like a plan A, B, and C kind of, I think. Um, I know Tommy likes to hold on to stuff sometimes. Sometimes you got to hold on to something. You buy it just to hold on to it for a year. You got to put yourself in a position where that's going to be okay. If I have to hold on to it till next Q4, and then for sure ain't no one going to have it because you'll have probably the only ones next Q4, then that's what you do. You just stash it away for a year or whatever. But if you're just kind of wiping out your bank account to try to make big money on Q4, I know that might cause anxiety, but I've never felt that way because it doesn't matter to me if I make a lot of money or I don't. It's not going to affect me in any way. And that's how I stay mentally stable and healthy with this business during Q4.
Right.
Yeah, the only thing that I ran into last year that I learned is that I ran out of like every priority box because I didn't keep a lot on hand back then. And I got a ton of those. They're already shipped in. I got everything. I got all my packing stuff ready to go, so I don't have to worry about that. I have more inventory this year, just sitting, ready to roll. So because last year I was selling, and then I ran out of inventory, and then I was packing stuff, and didn't have time to go thrift or yard sales or nothing. So I was running out of stuff. I'm okay with that now. I got some backlog of stuff that could take me through November easily, and that's really about it. I'm excited. I sell a lot of like one-off items or whatnot, so it's not.
Right.
It doesn't go up a ton. But I did see an influx last year. I plan to see an influx this year, but not by a lot. But my shipping stuff really messed me up last year. I was out of like all flat rate stuff, and I sell a lot of heavy items. So that is like pretty detrimental when you're trying to ship a, 20-pound something and not a flat rate to California. Nobody buys it because you don't have a flat rate envelope.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
So is it on me or you?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, on you.
So for Q4 last year, I was only selling sneakers, just hype sneakers. So I did good. Just because it's a no-brainer, man. You're gonna sell them if you get them at the right price. You're gonna sell them. I had just gotten the Kobe Grinches. I had gotten the Yeezy 350 V2 breads. I had gotten all the right stuff at the right time, and I was buying mystery boxes from a couple of YouTubers. So I had inventory, but the thing is I was spending so much just to make so little. I'm spending like $600 on a pair of shoes just to be able to make $50 off of it. So that's not the type of model that I'm trying to work on this Q4, because why spend $600 on one pair of shoes when I could spend $600 on like 60, 70 pairs of shoes? You know what I mean? So
Right.
I'm trying to be more smart with what I do source. Although I still got like a few $100 pairs of shoes sitting in the closet over there. I usually like to keep those for myself now. So my thing is I have almost 700 items listed, but I'm listing it as fast as I can get, and I can't find as fast as I can list. So my anxiety is that I'm not going to be where I want to be, although I'll still be making sales. I'm trying to grow in this Q4. I'm trying to explode, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know where I'm going to find the inventory yet if I can't. Like, I'm just getting a lot of recommendations to source online, but I don't even know where to start at. you know, because all I've known is just go to the thrift stores, go to the bin stores, go to, yard sales. And I'm used to real low capital. So I really honestly wouldn't even know where to start at online.
Well,
So
have you ventured out into like Ross and Burlington
there's
and
no
all that
Ross
kind
in
of
my
stuff?
town, bro. Like I'm telling you, I live in a super small town. I got one Goodwill, one teen challenge, a safe harbor for dogs, and a safe house for women. Those are the thrift stores I got out here.
Yeah,
Four
so
thrift stores.
I would recommend for me because when I started going, because I was the same way. It was nothing but thrift stores. That's all I ever did. Thrift stores and yard sales. And then when I started getting some money, I started going to like Ross and Plato's Closet and places like that,
Yeah.
where the inventory is a little more expensive, but the flips are also juicy, right?
See, even
So
though
the next time
the
you go to St. Louis to go to the bins or whatever you're going to do, try to hit up some Ross or some Plato's Closet or some TJ Maxx, like those types of stores, and just try to look around in there.
See, we got a Plato's Closet here, but and last summer when I first started with the sneakers, I was able to buy some pairs from there and flip them for good profit. But now, like everything's like eBay prices. Like you
Yeah,
go in there and their Jordans are $150 sitting on the shelf, and like that's what you're gonna be able to get for them
yeah.
off of eBay. So it's like I don't know what they got going on or why they jacked the price up so much in there, but I think because reselling's gotten so popular, the guy in there, he's on some let me just try to make all the money that I can type, stuff. So I have done the Ross in St. Louis, but the one time that I went up there, man, and did that stuff, I got a Vero on the stuff that I brought back. So
Oh
I
man,
haven't gone back yet, but I'm not close to doing it. I'm not opposed to doing it. I'll do it again.
have you
Yeah, I
tried
have.
also doing like Macari and Poshmark flips, looking up things on
Like
Poshmark and Macari
buying
that
on
you?
there? No,
Yeah,
I haven't even tried on Poshmark, but Macari, I've done some Facebook buying to resell local pickups, but it's never nothing that I'm looking for. So I got to do like probably expand my horizons instead of just going to pick it up and do actual delivery. So
right,
yeah, I'm definitely open to it.
definitely.
I read in the chat, Picking in the Hood too said, hit him up when you come through St. Louis.
I will.
Yeah, he know all the spots up in that in that
Yeah.
city. So,
See, that's where I'm actually from. I grew up in St. Louis my whole
oh,
life,
okay, okay,
and I just moved down here like 6 years ago.
right, right, okay,
So yeah,
Do you
yeah. I
have
mean,
Southern Pearl wants to know? Do you have any auctions in your area? You got auctions going on anywhere around there?
there are some, and I just recently started hearing about the auctions down here. So I'm gonna have to get with a guy. There's a guy that I see every time I'm out yard selling. He said that he's getting ready to go to some auctions, and I told him I'd hit him up and I'd go with him so he could show me the ropes because he knows what he's doing and I don't. So
Right.
he said I'd have to pay up, but it'd be worth it in the end.
Oh,
yeah.
So
I use even though I sell a lot on Amazon, I do
mhm,
look at high bids
Mhm.
website to look for items that I can pick up. That's within the metro area. So that's I see a lot of items on, like, if I was a big time eBay seller, I know that I have a lot of inventory here, especially on high bid that I could be buying to put into the store, but I don't because I'm more focused on what I can sell on Walmart and Amazon.
yeah,
But that's probably another spot you want to look at too. Is if it's in driving distance, is look at high bids in your area and see if you can find inventory, because that's the key, especially during Q4. Is you want to maximize your money that you have in hand. You got to be able to go out and get the inventory.
right.
Um, I mean, that's just a given. Um, but
you got a
most
super
of it,
chat too.
okay. I'm
Sorry.
so behind in the chat, man.
Yeah,
So
the middleman super chat.
okay. So most of the information that Mess Hall gave you, basically some of the same things I would have said, and I mean some of this stuff you probably already know anyway. But yeah, definitely want to try to get that inventory up, man, because we're in the fourth quarter. This is our Super Bowl for reselling, and
Right.
and you don't want to be out of the game. You want to be in the game.
I mean,
Um,
like I said, I'm finding stuff, but not not as much as I want to. Like I'm trying to do like Julian did, just listed 100 items. I'm trying to get like that, you know.
Right. What you got for inventory? I mean, space though. You
I got a whole storage unit, you know,
okay? You got a storage unit.
yeah.
Okay.
And I got this office. I keep what I'm listing over there on the floor, what's been listed. But as you can see,
Right.
there ain't really much over there.
Right. Okay.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
you have a really good habit going though, for real. Like
Oh,
as soon
yeah.
as you get it, you list it. That's a habit you need to keep, because
Right.
once you start getting into, like, I see people in the chat saying shoes.com, get shoes pallets.
Shoes.com.
Like once you start getting huge amounts
Right.
of inventory, it gets harder and harder and harder to list right away, man. It really
Yeah,
does.
I mean, and I hear a lot of people say that, but at the same time, you know, if it's gonna be my job, like I can't eat if I don't list. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm trying to, and like I said, I'm trying to grow. I got goals to like acquire assets. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I got to get this working for me somehow. So shoes.com, and what else did you say?
So they're
Liquidation.
saying like liquidation pallets. I don't, Tommy, when you're doing the pallet looking at manifest, they have shoe pallets with the pallets you be looking at sometimes.
No, I haven't. Those shoe pallets go pretty quickly, man. Every place that I use as a liquidator,
You
when
said
they
high
get those
bids?
things in, they pretty
Yeah,
much
high bids.
sold before you even get to see them, because they trying to sell them to the people that buy from them the most. So it's hard to catch. You can see those. Sometimes you can see them, but by the time you reach out to the supplier, they already sold, man. Everybody looking for the shoe pallets.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now I have heard of people buying shoe pallets from Goodwill, that said they was pretty good, but I mean I don't know. I'm not in the shoe game like that, so I don't know. I
And I
mean,
know
I am in the
there
shoe
are
game.
some
I am in the shoe game, but
resellers.
I get my stuff from Nike. But so,
Yeah, there's some resellers that do shoe mystery boxes or whatever, but they're expensive, man. You know, you're talking about like $6,000, but they guarantee you'll make 10 grand back or whatever, that kind of thing. But
yeah, they the ones I have seen hit across liquidation. You talking at least 10, 12,000 for the
yeah,
for the load. Um, I'm just not that well versed in shoes. I mean, when I go to the Nike clearance, I normally call somebody that I consider knowledgeable in shoes to ask questions before I make a purchase. But yeah, I don't know. But speaking of liquidation, that is a way that you can increase your inventory. And if you're not just looking for shoes, there's
I'm
other
looking for
places out
everything.
there that I probably can shoot you a couple and you can look into it if
Okay.
you're interested in trying to get those pallets.
Yeah,
Cause
definitely.
yeah, it's places that will let you buy 1 or 2 pallets and ship it to you for a reasonable price.
Okay. Yeah,
You
send
know,
me that information on IG.
right?
yeah, because I know like even Glass City was talking about he got a whole pallet of like air fryers. The whole pallet was air fryers.
Yep.
But he made a killing off that pallet. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's just kind of like what you want to get into, what you
Yeah.
want to expand into, I guess, is where you can take your liquidation game to.
I appreciate that, Miller man. Let these buffaloes run, release the herd.
Super chat received.
Appreciate that, Miller man. Think you gave did you do one back to back?
Yeah, he gave 2.
Yeah, I think you get 2. Yeah.
Let's see.
He wants to buy Jennifer some coffee. Jennifer, thank you for all you do.
Yeah, I got it. I'm overdue with getting Jennifer some coffee.
She needs some coffee.
Let's see. All right. Yes, sir. We'll get that done.
Super chat received.
All right. Yeah, I'll reach out to you, Jennifer. We'll definitely get you some coffee. You'll be picking that stuff up in the morning. Yeah, so for me, I don't when I did my first Q4, I can say I had a lot of anxiety going on because I really didn't understand what people, for one, I didn't understand what Q4 was, even though the the military, we work on quarters, but at that time I just didn't understand. People kept saying Q4, 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 and I didn't understand what it was because I jumped into reselling in October, and that was like the beginning of Q4, and I just didn't know what was going on. But what I did know is that I needed to make some sales. So my first year, I didn't have a whole lot of inventory of items that was moving on eBay because I was going into eBay trying to push new items. I wasn't trying to push one-off items. I was buying. I was basically coming in green. I had learned from a few people, took a little bits and pieces from a few people, and I was going into Toys R Us, buying out Toys R Us. Toys R Us was going out of business, and I was just buying everything I could afford that I knew was going to make money based off of what the app was telling me. But what I didn't understand was that I wasn't the only one in Toys R Us buying those toys. So when I buy 10 or 15 items, I'll go try to list it. Then I see on the listing, there are another 50 sellers trying to sell the same item, and everybody was cutting each other down. So the money, the first Q4, the money wasn't there for me because I was only selling on one platform, which was eBay. And I was, granted, I was making sales, but I wasn't making the kind of money that I thought I should have been making. So I was still buying because I had a lot of capital, and I found myself buying things to fill up my storage lockers. So it's like I go to the storage locker just to throw more stuff in there, and nothing was coming out as fast as I was putting it in there. So the next once that Q4 was over, I decided I was going to go ahead and try Amazon because that was the goal anyway, was to learn how to sell on eBay and then go into Amazon. And when I got on Amazon, it's just that everything just fell in place. I got ungated to sell a brand that I had probably 300 of those items. So I just boxed them up and shipped them out to Amazon, which segued me into the second Q4 that I was more seasonal. I had learned a lot. I had learned what to do and what not to do. And when I got into that second Q4, the anxiety level had came extremely down. I knew what I was doing. I was basically networking with more people that knew the game better than me. I started recruiting family members for Black Friday. I just started developing. I started seeing myself developing a plan. And once I got that plan in place and it worked out for me on that second Q4, I used the same plan for my third Q4. Now I'm going into my fourth Q4, and I don't see much of that plan changing for me because those last two Q4s were successful with the items that I was purchasing. I had the strategy of having people in different places to be able to shop for me. So and it worked out well. I mean, I learned how to find more bolos. I learned how to find more local sales. So in a nutshell, basically what I'm saying is if once you go through a trial, you got to develop a plan. And not all plans are foolproof, but at least you have a starting point. Some things I had to tweak, some things I had to take away, but all in all, I have a plan. I think I have a ironclad plan now that works for me for Q4. So I don't, the anxiety, the uncertainties, the things that are going on around us right now about the ships sitting out in the harbor and the trucks are not moving as fast. I'm not concerned with that because the way I look at it as a reseller is, our survival depends on depends on survive. I mean, depends on supply and demand. And the way I see it is, as long as those ships sit out there, we're gonna be in high demand because we are the one that have the supply. And once those ships, they fix everything, get transportation right, and get this stuff in the stores, then guess what? What's gonna have to happen in the stores? The stores got to make room. is no different than us. When we get in new inventory, we're trying to move out the old inventory. You know, if we have to do a liquidation, if we have to do a sale, all that plays into the moving of goods. So the way I see it is, once these ships can get unloaded and these trucks can get this stuff to the warehouses and the warehouses get it to the stores, well, the stores got to make space. The warehouse got to make space. So what that does is trickle down effect to, now we finna have more clearance. You know, so that's the way I look at it. And my plan for this year is to maximize my capital so that when that do come to pass, where these stores got to liquidate and put stuff in clearance, I'm gonna be there with my money to make the buys. So this year, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Yeah, so this year I'm just, I'm excited about what's going on. I mean, some people, they heard the news about it's going to be a toy shortage. So, a lot of resellers are getting nervous about that. But I've been building this up since last January. I've been building up my inventory. I've been, stockpiling stuff. I got an item that I'm going to do in show and tell tonight to show you all what I mean about, inventory not expired, because my thing is, as long as it doesn't have a expiration date on it, I'm gonna hold on to it until the market comes to where I need it to be. And I'm gonna show you all 2 items tonight that shows you that something that I bought for $5 and now it's selling for $40-something because I held on to it for a year. But yeah, go ahead, Miss Hall.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a weird dynamic when you have someone like me who's a part-time reseller, and we have Julian and Marcus who are full-time resellers, right?
Right.
It's a weird dynamic because, like, if I don't sell one thing for the next 3 months, my life doesn't change. My bills are paid. I'm good to go. There's no sense of panic. There's no anything. It's just like, oh crap, that sucks. I haven't sold anything in 3 months. Whereas like Marcus and Julian, that affects their entire life because they're full time. They depend on it, right? That's their income. So I think the grind is a lot harder with full time resellers than it is for someone like me. And it creates almost like a sense of like lack of discipline, laziness a little bit. Like I'm okay with having a death pile because it doesn't really affect me having one. But Julian and Marcus are trying to get things listed, 110 items a week. Marcus is listing because that's their livelihood, that's their business, that's their way of life, that's their living.
Right.
It's kind of this interesting dynamic that I love talking about with resellers, because you get like 2 different sides of the story. You know what I mean? Like someone like me, like I could spend the money, I can stack stuff away, I can wait, I can not take best offers, I can sit on things, I can long tail everything if I want to.
Right.
It doesn't really affect me at all. But once I finally, because it's gonna happen, and sooner or later I'm gonna make the jump to full time because the money's just too good, right? Then it's going to be like, okay, now you have to really start crunching numbers. Really got to start getting your taxes straight. You got to worry about health insurance. You got to worry about all these things that come with, being self-employed, owning your own business. And it's a really interesting topic. And not to just change the subject, but I want to switch this. I want to throw this question at Bearded Thrift. So Lucky Charm Wendy's asking Tommy, when do we think eBay sales will start increasing? I think that's a better question for Julian than anybody. When do you think eBay sales will start increasing for Q4?
Mine last year didn't really start until like mid-November, probably, or early December, and then it kind of trickled down as close as it got. Because last year was when I was seeing a lot of like delays in shipping, and it seemed like people were understanding that, so they really died off a week prior to Christmas. I had to pick up after Christmas a little bit, about a week after Christmas it picked up. But it wasn't like right before Christmas I got a whole bunch of stuff in, because shipments were being delayed for like a week or a week and a half. And like people were seeing that. So I would really picked up, like I'm expecting to pick up some pretty good stuff at least mid-November and early December. I think people are going to buy, because this is the same thing that happened last year. Everybody knows that they're going to buy stuff online. Last year there was a huge delay in shipping. They already know there's going to be a huge delay this year. I think you're going to see a little bit earlier. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think you're going to see a little bit earlier so people know they get their packages.
And then I think the nicety seller, she was wanting to know, I know, Tommy, you talked about going full time. She wanted to know when that date was again. You said, December or next year? Or
so I'm looking at December of next year if everything falls into place. Right now, I have to meet a minimum time to be eligible to retire from the federal government. And once I meet that time and everything is in place, then I'm going to go ahead and submit my paperwork to retire. Um, I mean, that's the only reason why I'm holding back right now. I mean, I'm in a position where I could leave, but I'm not going to leave money on the table. I put in, I think I'm around about 14, 15 years right now with the federal government. I just can't leave that money on the table.
And I know for me, it's the busiest time for sure. This is when I probably spend the most time as a reseller is during Q4, and then January also very busy. You know, sales in like January and February from what I was tracking last year.
Hey, did I freeze or was that mess hall?
I think it was
I
mess
think it was
hall.
every.
It was messed up.
It looked like everybody.
Yeah, can you repeat that, man? You froze.
Yeah, it's just a busy time. I was busy in January and February last year too, and
That's true.
because you got the after Christmas sales, you have all these clearance sales, you have a lot of great sales are going on after the holidays as well. All the clearanced out items, so you just stay busy. It seems like you're busy from September through February almost if you're a reseller, and that's how it should be.
Right. Yeah, I would get a pension. That's why I'm holding on, man. Money in the bank, man. I can't just
There
leave
you go.
that on the table. Yeah, so that's what I mentioned before is that I started collecting toys back in January when they were starting to have all these different sales, and I kind of gave out a bolo a couple of weeks ago when we first started talking about Q4 about uh, how stores do and how they prepare to mark things down after Christmas. And I can tell you right now, most of the box stores, if you go to the after Christmas sale, you're kind of wasting your time. And I repeat that you just need to wait till January. Wait till January, go in there, and you're gonna be able to make some money. I got some items that I just shipped out. I shipped out on Wednesday of items that I picked up back in February. So not saying everybody business model is different, and I'm not telling you to do something that I'm doing. I'm just saying it works for me, and it has worked for me for the last couple of years. So if you out there after Christmas, January time frame, start looking for a lot of markdowns, not just in the big box stores, but also in the discount stores as well. Everybody's trying to move inventory to get ready for the spring.
I got one more question. I want to ask Marcus and Julie in this. So, what's your guys' yard sale seasons like during the winter months? They just few and far between, or is still pretty good?
So for me, yard sale season pretty much stops in like the end of October because I live in the middle of the country. Like it gets cold, you know what I mean? And just like even this morning we had yard sales, but it was foggy, so like people had stuff sitting out and it was condensation all over it. And the morning dew it made like cardboard boxes and stuff wet, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like they don't last much longer. Like it's almost over with for us here.
I live in South Carolina, so they last a little bit longer. I'm going to say probably by the end of this month. And there'll still be like a few and far between type of deal throughout the winter. But by the end of November, really, they're probably going to be gone.
Yeah.
Maybe some estate sales, like inside estate sales, they don't really ever stop kind of, but there's not a lot of those. So probably end of November. That's why I'm buying a ton right now. Like I'll go buy a whole yard sale. I'll just be like, give it to me all. I take it all.
Yeah. That's a good
Yeah,
strategy.
the October time frame, Marcus, you might need to get with your girl and plan a road trip to Florida and hit those yard sales down there and clean up, come back.
Yeah.
I know we were talking about going
year-round
somewhere.
yard sales in Florida.
We were talking about going somewhere. We just don't know exactly where we're going to yet, but we're gonna go somewhere in the next month or two.
Yeah, that would be
I'll tell
probably a
you,
move.
it becomes a habit. I know my wife gets mad at me because we'll be in line. It don't matter where we're at. We'll be at Walmart. We'll be at 5 and below. I'm just scanning everything around me.
Yeah.
She's like, "What are you
Yeah, I
doing?"
did.
I'm like, "It's a habit, man. I can't help it. I just pick it up and scan it."
That's right.
My
And that's
girl's
how I
been killing
found
it with
those.
those
That's how I found out
squishmallows.
about those lime Skittles, man. I was just scanning everything, and the lime Skittles hit, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta grab 12 packs of these."
My girl's been killing it with the squishmallows from her job. She works at Cracker Barrel, so they get these Cracker Barrel exclusive. She bought some type of cow. She sold one today for 100 something bucks. She paid like with her discount and everything. She paid like $9, I want to say. So she made a ton of profit. But she's also been selling the little ones too.
Yep.
So and her daughter, like she's like kind of like the manager there. So whenever they come, she gets the heads up. Like, look, we got another shipment coming in. So my girl's been buying them out.
Yeah, I agree. Southern Pearl Thrifter. Is that the wife? Bearded Thrift.
Yeah, that's
how
well,
it
not
was
my
last
wife
time I was
yet,
at
but yeah.
Cracker
Okay,
Barrel.
cool. All right. Yeah, I agree. I get on road trip at any time and go and buy. I map me out a trip and I go and I try to hit every store on that strip and I come back. But definitely road trips are definitely a good way to make money.
Yeah.
Some of these spots people don't even hit but once a month, and you may hit it right on time where the store is loaded.
Right.
Let's see. Uh, Baldy Pair Picking, appreciate you coming out. The flipping sport guy, appreciate you coming out. If I missed you in the chat, it's not on purpose. The chat was kind of moving fast. We're gonna get into the show and tell and get the show prepared to close out. If y'all have any questions for our special guest, Marcus Dixon Pickens, make sure you go ahead and drop it in the chat. He also have a live on Tuesday nights. Bearded Thrift is sitting in for Glass City Pickers. He's also on a live on Tuesday nights, right, Marcus?
Yeah, it's Tuesday night. Tuesday night,
Yeah,
7
Tuesday
Central.
night. And go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's just Tuesday night, 7 Central.
Okay.
It's on your YouTube channel, or
Yeah,
it's on
my
Instagram.
channel.
Yeah.
Right.
No, it's on YouTube.
All right. So make sure y'all go and like and subscribe, support his channel. And also Bearded Thrift Machine is sitting in tonight for Glass City. He's also on a live with the Nurse Flipper. Make sure y'all go out and support that show and support his channel as well. He put out a lot of content about selling on eBay. So y'all make sure y'all support his channel as well. And also Mess Hall Diggs. Y'all want to laugh, go check out his videos. That guy makes I'm serious. When I know before I even click the play button, it's gonna be something funny. So make sure y'all go check out his Instagram and his YouTube channel. So let's get into the show and tell, and then we'll go ahead and get ready to close out the show. Miss Hall, you can kick it off.
Are you sure? I got
I don't see what you got. You said you had a whole bunch of
I
good
got
stuff.
some straight fire over here, man. I don't know if you want me to go first. All right. Hey, man, I look good when I'm blowed up like that. Woo. All right. All right. So went thrifting a lot. That's what I do. I go thrifting. I find goodies. I found these. Only second time I've ever found them. These are the Chuck Taylor All-Star Slides. Now, the last time I found a pair of these, they sold for $90. So if you can find these out there, they're very hard to find. Even if you go on eBay right now and search Chuck Taylor All-Star Slides, you only see like 6 or 7 listings. They're so hard to find. So I found these. I paid $4.99 for them. Probably going to try to sell them for at least $70. They're in awesome condition, as you can see. Second item is Dansko. Now, everybody should know that Dansko is a good shoe, women's nursing shoes, clogs, etc. But Dansko also makes men's Oxford-style shoes. I look blurry. And the Oxford-style men's Dansko shoes also can sell upwards of $50 on eBay. So look out for Dansko men's Oxford-style shoes. And then I found these 2004 release Jordan 12 playoffs.
Nice.
Now I've seen these go for $100 with the soles falling off of them. So ultimate home run right here with the Jordan 2004 release playoff 12s. And then to end it, how about a little retro vintage Wilson made in the USA Eagles Randall Cunningham jersey?
What size is that?
It don't fit you. I mean, it's got the beautiful eagle. It's in great condition. I mean, the numbers aren't even faded on it. It's got the little Wilson. Where's the Wilson patch? It's an XL.
Okay.
Wilson XL, made in USA. Randall Cunningham, dude. I mean, come on. All right. That's it. End the show. Everybody have a good night. Thanks for coming out.
All right. Beard Thrift.
Follow
All right,
that
here we go.
Bearded Thrift.
This is going to be the stuff that I just picked up. First, it's all going to be Scentsy stuff because I didn't know how much money was involved. We'll start from little to then get big, just 4 items. All right, first, these are like Disney waxes, right? And they're just the waxes that go into things that look like Disney. I'm sure there's like one of these little fishes or whatever from Nemo. These things sell for like $15 a piece. That's pretty good. I picked it up for like less than 50 cents. These are scent packs, Scentsy scent packs that go into plushes. So this is a Scentsy plush, Woody. And the back there is a little thing you just stick. Not this one, but this one right here would go in Woody because it corresponds. So this guy goes, if I had the box, maybe $90. I think I can still get 90 for him because he's like brand new and he comes with a couple scent packs. But this one right here, the cat, I have on auction right now, $60 for 3 of them, and I got 4 days left. So that's not too bad. And then you always got to go with the big warmers. Always check them out. This guy right here is brand new. Got it for $2. It's just a lemonade pitcher. And that thing's on sale for, I think, like $80. And then I sold Mrs. Potts from the Beauty and the Beast for $150 just sold, plus shipping to $175 all in. Got it for $2. And then I got this guy right here. I'm hoping to sell him Star Wars R2D2 for about probably $70 to $80 on him plus shipping. So I had a huge score on those, but I didn't know how much they were worth. And they're actually worth like way more than I thought. So always be on the lookout for them. And they sell used for a pretty decent amount of money too.
Who the hell selling Scentsy for $2 out there, man?
Right. No, his mess up is that his math was terrible. So he was like 15 for the big ones. Yeah. So I just kept grabbing stuff. And I was like, I'll take this. And he looked at the boxes and he was like, $100. And I was like, yeah. And then I went back and I bought just as much. And he was like, another 100. And I was like, yeah. And I got home and we kept 2 diffusers, my little one in here, one for the kitchen, and then all this stuff I'm already in the profit on. So I mean,
man, that Woody, dude, that Woody's legit, man. I might get that from you. Put him in my truck, shotgun.
All right, so I got these. They're Columbia PFG boat like shoes. I paid 50 cents for these today. I honestly didn't want to get them because there's like a little bit of something right there. I'm gonna have to put the elbow grease into getting them out. But the guy was like, just give me 50 cents for them. But the sell-through rate on them was ridiculous. I could sell them for like $40, even in the condition that they're in. So Columbia PFG performance fishing gear, you guys want to look out for that. And then I got these standard Men King sandals. Even though summer's almost over with, these things will still sell well for like $40 or $50. I'm pretty sure everybody, I mean, at least if you sell sneakers or shoes, you've heard of Kings. Those will go pretty good. I paid $4 for those. And then I got the old Thigh Master, which I know about Suzanne Summers.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, man.
Yeah, boy, I got this today for $3. I think the guy charged me. The sell-through rate's crazy on it. It's not going to be that much, but I think it's going for like $30 to $40. Just depends on who I get to buy it. I'm gonna list it at 40 and see what happens. But and then I got this, which it's not really like I'm gonna have to hold on to it. It's packaged up, guys. It's canned. It's the Dia de los Muertos dial. I got the Barbie coming in somewhere. I don't know where she's at, but the set goes for like $250 for the two of them. And
Right.
I paid $75 a piece for them. But I'm waiting on Barbie to come in. I'm gonna hold them till next year.
Where you
And
ordered it from?
I ordered them from Mattel.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hold on to them until next year. Then I'll be going for like closer to like $500 for the pair.
Yeah, that's a popular one right there, especially during this time.
Right.
Got a couple people hit me up about those, trying to get their hands on them. I only had those one time. I had them year before last. They sold pretty good, but I just didn't invest in them this year because when I got them, it was $50, and Walmart had them at the time. But now the price is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like unless you get
So
like
you
you
go
said
on
from
that,
Mattel.
You froze.
Mess all. Mess all.
It's a good picture of him, though.
Screenshot that.
Yeah, they got the Mattel creation. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you froze
hear-
again, man.
Froze again.
Yeah.
There you go.
Am I frozen?
Nah.
You in and out, man.
Can you
Yeah,
hear
you
me?
glitching real bad. Yeah, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
we can hear you.
Well, as long,
Yeah.
as long as you can hear me. No, the Mattel creation's been up on my damn Wi-Fi.
Okay. He's still freezing.
All right, go
bro.
ahead. Go to rapid fire or something. Abort mission.
All right, so I got to add some music to this thing too, man, because this is our rapid fire moment. This is the time that we get to know the guests a little better. Some of the questions that we didn't ask. Well, the question we asked was concerning reselling. We're gonna ask some a little close and personal questions now. So, Marcus, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. All right, let me put you on the let's see here. Take that down. All right. So the first question is what is your favorite movie?
Man, I don't really have a favorite. Probably like Juice or something, old school like 90s movies. Man.
Tupac.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite pastime?
Working out.
All right. One thing on your bucket list.
Go to Vegas.
Your favorite superhero?
Batman.
Morning person or night person?
Both, honestly. I wasn't always a morning person, but I get up early nowadays.
All right. One of your least favorite things about reselling?
Not finding anything when I go out.
One thing that annoys you about other resellers?
Fakeness.
Okay. One of your favorite foods?
Fried chicken.
Window or aisle seat?
Definitely the window, man. I gotta see what I'm doing,
Okay. What is one piece of advice you would give a new reseller?
Look everything up. Don't just go buying stuff just because you like it, because you might be stuck with it. Even though you might get lucky from time to time buying something that you like because someone else might have the same taste. I would always recommend that you make educated decisions based on research and, logic. Just doesn't always play the best roles, because that's what I messed up at when I first got started buying stuff because I liked it, not knowing anything about if it was going to actually sell.
Right.
So
right.
that's just the best piece of advice I can give.
Yeah, that's some solid advice right there. You definitely want to make an informed decision before making a purchase. And like I tell people all the time, the numbers don't lie. If you get there and crunch those numbers, they're gonna put you in the best position of not to fail. So I mean, it's not foolproof. Ain't nothing foolproof, but you definitely want to do your research, and follow the numbers. Man, so you can go ahead. I think you're back now, man, and I'm gonna do my little show and tell.
Like
That's all
frozen.
you back. He froze again. All right, so this is what I got. This item right here, I got it on clearance last year. Um, Matter of fact, I
Am
think
I
it
back?
was you back. You you still freezing.
Am I
So I got it on clearance.
back?
I got it on clearance last year, and I didn't sell it because the price tanked. There was too many of them out there. So this is what I paid for it at Walmart. It's $5, and if you look this item up on Amazon right now, it's close to $48 to $50. And this is what I mean about sometimes you don't want to get in a rat race with people. Let them go ahead and sell out. They want to go race down to the bottom. Let them race to the bottom, and you can hold tight if you're in a position to hold tight. If you're not in a position to hold tight, you got to go make your money. So this was one of the items, and this is another one. I have probably about 30 of these dolls, different versions, and they all was $5. But like I said, you can look them up. You don't have to take my word. Go to Amazon, check them out right now. And what I'm going to sell these, I'm going to list them on Amazon and Walmart. But yeah, this is just a prime example of not rushing down to the bottom and holding your items to yield a better return. And I did say I wasn't going to do a giveaway tonight, but I am. I'm going to do one giveaway. And for the people that didn't hear me in the beginning of this show, let me bring myself down. We're not going to do a giveaway every show. We're going to pick special occasions to do the giveaway. But tonight I will do one giveaway. I got a WWE old school All Star that I'm going to give away tonight. Mess Hall, you back now? So go ahead. What you were saying?
I don't even remember now, man. I'm mad. I'm mad now, but hopefully it was a good picture. I was frozen on.
Yeah, it was all right.
Probably something like this.
It's actually
crazy.
it looked just like that.
I was probably looking crazy in my freeze out, but no, I'm good, man. Let's do a giveaway.
All right. Okay. Let me stroll through this chat right quick, and then I'll do the giveaway. And we close.
My
this
Beavers
show
unit
out.
wants to buy your Harry Potter toy.
You don't want to pay that price. It definitely ain't going for $5. I'm trying to maximize my profit. That's why I held on to it for a year. Let's see. All right, yeah, Beaver. If you want to hit me up, I take care of you for sure. So this is the giveaway for the night, and we're gonna do the number thing because I wasn't prepared to do this, but I felt like I'll go ahead and do a giveaway. This is Mr. Wonderful. He's one of the WWE elites. Check this guy out. It's probably, you probably can get about $30-$40 off of it, depending on what platform you sell it on. No blemishes with this item, new in the box. And that's what I try to do on my giveaways. I try to give you items that you can take and sell it on any platform. And I try to give it to you in the condition that I buy these things at. So yeah, it comes with a cape and another set of hands. It don't have an additional picture on the back, but yeah, this is I guess his name is Paul Ordolph. If you're a wrestler, I mean, you know who this is. I don't know him that well, but he's called himself Mr. Wonderful. So hope y'all can see that. And he's a WWE elite legend. So what we got in here? 29 folks. So we'll put in the chat 1 to 35, and everybody's eligible to try to win this item, even the guests. So drop your number in the chat from 1 to 35, and we'll get this thing shipped out. What's going on, Regina? Appreciate you coming out. Me, appreciate you coming out. I seen you in the chat. Forgot to give you a shout out. Chris the Goose, appreciate you coming out. Pamela, I don't think I gave you a shout out. Appreciate you coming out, Pamela, and what you do for my channel. Let's see. All right, the closest to this number is going to win.
Only one number, everybody.
Yeah, one number. We're going to go by your first number if you put in two numbers. Let's see. If I missed anybody in the chat, it's definitely not on purpose. Drop your number in the chat if you want to try to win this guy. His name is Paul Ordolph. He's Mr. Wonderful. Back there with Jake the Snake, Ric Flair, the Ultimate Warrior. All these guys wrestled together. All right, we're going to get ready to close this out. Let's see. Let's see. 519 Retro. Okay. All right, we're closing it out, and here's the number. And y'all help me find the winner, Jennifer. All right, let me blow this up real quick. This is the number. All right, 14. Anybody close?
Yeah, Marcus is the
I had
closest with 13.
Yeah, 13.
All right. Anybody else?
Marcus had 13. Cheryl had 12.
Okay, look like Marcus is the winner then.
Marcus in that.
There you go.
Marcus, come on the show and take the prize.
Let's
All
go.
That's wonderful.
Yeah,
Hey, you
go
was
ahead
talking
and,
about you was having trouble finding inventory. You just found a
Hey,
wrestler,
I'm
baby.
with it.
go.
Let me
Hey,
get
man,
it.
I'm gonna throw you another one in there. It won't be this guy right here, but it's another WWE character.
Okay.
Same condition, box condition. I'm gonna throw that in and send it to you.
Right on, Tommy, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. And congratulations on the win tonight.
Thanks.
Go ahead and plug whatever you want to plug, Marcus, and we'll work our way around to Build It Thrift.
Okay. I don't really have too much to plug. I got a video I just released today at 3:00. So if you guys could possibly check the video out, that would be dope. I think I'm 11 subscribers away from 400. So I mean, maybe bless your boy with a subscribe. Check me out on Tuesdays at 7 Central. I'm gonna have, I can't even remember who my next week's guest is. But yeah, I got a live show every Tuesday with a different, YouTube reseller or someone that's, at least been doing it that you guys will probably be somewhat familiar with. So just come show some support. That's it.
All right. Build It Thrift, go ahead.
Every Tuesday, me and Kat are on at 8:00 Eastern Standard Time. It's a 2-hour show live. She just started a Facebook, and you can look at that Facebook group through her Instagram. And so that's going to be really cool. I'm actually one of the administrators, and there's a couple other people on that one. I have an Instagram and a YouTube, and I appreciate everybody coming out, and I appreciate y'all asking me to be on. So I thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's all.
Every Friday night, Defend the Hustle.
There you go.
7:30 Eastern, man. Support Tommy and his mission and our mission of just spreading love and joy in the community and trying to put out bolos and help people out. And that's it, man. Thanks for coming out, everybody. I appreciate you.
All right. And I want to thank Build It Thrift for taking time out to come in and step in for Glass City with us tonight. This guy has a lot of information when it comes to reselling on eBay. Check out his YouTube channel. Got a lot of knowledge over there. If you want to learn about selling golf clubs and stuff like that, he's the guy. So check him out. Support his channel as well. Dixon Pickens, like I mentioned earlier in the show, this guy is new on the scene with YouTube. He's very transparent. I watched him one night just to see what he was bringing to the table, and this guy is definitely in the community trying to help people with the knowledge that he has. So y'all go out and make sure y'all support his channel. Like he said, he's only a few away from hitting 400. Let's try to push him over 400, get him up to 450, 500 to 1,000, so he can get his channel monetized. We can do that. All you got to do is go there, hit that button, like, subscribe, and share with other people in the community or people outside the community that can go in and help support his channel. And likewise for my comrade, Miss Hall Diggs, y'all know what he bring. If you watch this show, his channel, you know he give a lot of information about shoes. He give a lot of information about life, period. Make sure y'all go out and support this up-and-coming superstar. I don't want to get into my Ric Flair rage with him, but yeah, y'all make sure y'all check him out. You know, to beat a man, you got to beat the man. So make sure y'all check out Miss Hall. He's very authentic with the information that he's trying to bring into the community. And I think I can have a consensus on this panel tonight that everybody here is willing to help. All you got to do is reach out and ask, and these guys will try to help you. Thank you, the chat, for all that you all do for my channel. I appreciate you all continuously come out and support us on a Friday night, Defend the Hustle. Like Messall said, we are not here to try to sell you anything. Everything that we have, we're willing to give it up for free. We are very transparent on this channel. If you're looking for the ebook to purchase, you're at the wrong channel. We're not here for that. We are here to try to help enhance everybody, help everybody get a piece of the pie. So with that being said, I appreciate you all coming out. Buffalo Picker, Defend the Hustle. See you all next week.